This is part 6 in my series of videos on watercolor painting for the absolute beginner. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to paint these little roses. I'm going to get started demonstrating how to paint these little roses. So begin with a little puddle of paint on your palette. You don't want too much excess water on your brush, so you just kind of tap it to your paper towel. And you're going to start with the middle petals, making really small C shapes. So I'm going to tilt the paper a little bit just so you can hopefully see better. And just touch the tip, and it's just kind of interlocking some C shapes for the center of the rose. Dip your brush into your water, dilute the paint, kind of touch it to your paper towel. And now for these middle petals, you're going to make little larger C shapes. So touch the tip, press down, and lift up. Touch the tip of the brush, press down, making your C shape, and lift up. And just kind of go around. You want them to touch each other. You want the paint to kind of flow together. And then for the outer petals, dilute the paint even more. And touch and lift up, touch and lift up, touch and lift up. So I'm going to show this one more time from the beginning. You want to wet your brush, dip it into the paint, and get a fairly saturated little puddle of paint, meaning more paint than water. And you're going to do the center of the flower by making small C shapes and kind of intertwining them, and you're not pressing down very much for these center shapes. You're just making little C shapes to kind of mimic what the center of a flower of a rose would look like. Next, you're going to dip into your water and dilute your paint to get kind of a medium color. Get some of the excess water out of the brush, and you're going to do the middle petals. So you touch and you press down more on the brush, lift up. Touch, press down, lift up. Touch, press, and lift. Next, you're going to do the outermost petals. So you want to dilute the paint more with water. And when you want bigger petals, press down harder on the brush. Really flatten it out to get those outer petals. So what you want to do is just fill a page with flowers. And again, the center of the flower is going to be the darkest. Dip into your water, dip the brush about halfway. If you are finding that the paint is really running together, you probably have too much water in your brush. And you can remedy that just by touching it to the paper towel and letting it absorb some of that excess water. So in this flower, I'm not even going back to my palette. I'm just dipping right into the paint, getting rid of some of that excess water, and then continuing on. So to get the outer petals, you want to press down harder on the brush, and that makes the petal a little larger. So just keep going with this. Fill an entire page with roses, making those center ones the darkest value and intertwined. Dilute the paint to get that second layer of petals. Dilute it again and do the third outer layer, and the more you press down on the brush, the larger those outer petals will get. And most of all, just have fun with this. At first you're going to probably be a little frustrated. That's okay. Just keep going. They will get better as you go, and you'll get the hang of this. So my next video is going to be the final one in this series, and I'm going to show you how to paint this little vase of roses, and we're going to put all these techniques together. So I hope you enjoyed this. Good luck with this, and I will see you in video 7.